Welcome to The Results Will Vary, a good, bad, and ugly advice show. My name is Russell Bates, advice funderkin, giggly bitch, and representatively damp today. Thank you so much for coming in. I very much appreciate it. We have two lovely co-advisors today. First, we have the lovely Rachel Berkey. That's how you pronounce it, hopefully.
Yes, that is correct.
I have so far, every single one of these sessions, I have botched somebody's name, and it has been continuous, even the easiest names. And secondly, we have Sawyer Will.I.Ams.
It is Sawyer. Wade is my stage name, thank you.
Oh, fuck, I did it again.
Actually, if you're going to start over, the ethnic pronunciation for my name is Rashael. And I don't usually pull that up, but I think if we're going to do the Wade thing, I also should
Yeah,
make
for
you.
sure. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm
We'll
just.
do it.
Please
No,
don't.
I'm not
That's not
joking.
true at
I'm
all.
not-
The
What?
source.
It's
Oh,
not
oh my
remotely
God.
true. No.
This is the
It's like,
plight
yeah.
of me in society, is that I think immediately everybody's telling me the truth. Thank you guys so much for coming on. It truly means the world to me and hopefully other people, because you guys are super funny. Or we'll see. Don't think of you guys yourself as super funny. That's not an insult. Bye. This is the third episode. What's the best thing that comes in threes?
Musketeers.
Okay. The candy or the literature?
Both. Also, Cars movies.
I was gonna say eyes, because we all have a third eye, and
That's
if
so
you
lovely, Sawyer.
get in touch with it, you can do crazy psychic stuff. I think that's how that works. I think Buddha said that.
Yeah, Buddha said if you get in touch with your third eye, you can do crazy psychic stuff. Best things that come in three is this podcast. Well, this isn't the last episode, I hopefully, unless something goes really bad. unless
Canceled.
unless Rochelle
Yeah.
goes really haywire or Sawyer. But okay,
Hey,
so shit.
Okay, it's pronounced
Wade.
like I saw your butt.
Rachel, that was immediately what I thought. I saw your butt.
Yeah.
that was my nickname growing up.
Saw your butt.
The first person's going to give a good piece of advice. The second person's going to give a bad piece of advice. And the third person's going to give an ugly piece of advice. Just so we cover all your bases. All right, everyone. Are we ready?
Are you ready? I'm ready.
Are you
I
ready?
am ready.
All right, let's get into our first question. For this one, Sawyer will be giving the good advice, I will be giving the bad advice, and Rachel will be giving the ugly advice. Dear, the results will vary. I'll admit it. I have a bad haircut. It's long and ratty, and something needs to change. How can I improve my hair game? Any style or product recommendations? And this is from Lucy in Florida and not Russell. So Sawyer, you have luxurious locks.
I do have hair, and many of us do. Now, the thing to remember with hair is that hair has been with us since the dawn of time. Humanity and hair go hand in hand, like humanity and sweat and humanity and spit, other things that we have a lot of.
Other bodily fluids, of course.
All of them, every bodily fluid. I think a thing to recognize is that there have been literally thousands of hairstyles. So go and find some reference pictures, maybe from some of the classics if you want to be a little bit more conservative starting out, and then branch out from there.
What's a classic haircut?
Okay, a bob.
Sure.
An excellent choice.
Are you an it girl from the 60s, or are you a Middle Ages monk? A bob.
Ooh.
For everyone.
Bob, what would you say your hair is right now?
My hair is a developing mane.
Ooh.
Yeah, going for hippie hair. I'm growing it all the way out because I started off with something like a bob, and I said, oh, there's some curl in my hair, and I learned, and I developed. Unpopular opinion here, Justin Bieber hair is a bob.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is.
What?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
closer to a bowl cut.
A bowl cut is a bob.
Oh, I understand your perspective, but I resent it.
Okay,
That just goes to show that all of these are social constructions.
Rachel, what's some things that you do? Because you have great, nice hair too.
Thank you. I started really early by having two parents with great hair combine their genetic material and give it to me. And
That's a plus.
I've been riding that wave ever since. You
Is this
know,
your advice?
that's my advice. Look, if you don't have good hair, I don't know how to help you. I got really lucky here, and it's a good thing because I'm lazy and I don't like to do my hair, and it just obeys, you know. Not everything else in my life obeys me or bends to my
Oh,
will, but my hair, she listens.
all right. What's some products you guys use? Let's get some ad revenue in here.
Oh, I do have product recommendations with the caveat that I don't know, I just got good hair. Sorry, guys. But you go to TJ Maxx, you find the Chi Infra. There's like a shampoo and it's called an intense treatment, but it's conditioner. You buy, if you can find the big bottles, you get like the gigantic, they're probably like 64-ounce
Mm,
bottles, and
okay.
it's going to be like $13. Sometimes if they're really pushing the price, it'll be $15, but it's worth it because they should charge 45. And just lather it on your hair. Okay, just drown your hair in this conditioner. The shampoo's fine and it's cool.
I
Get your
heard that
hands on this
shampoo is
conditioner.
bad for your, like, it's actually bad for your hair, like shampoo.
No.
You can't be doing it all the time. I wash my hair like once every month.
What?
Yeah, I wash
Why?
it more
Okay.
because you don't need to.
Okay, then how does it?
Okay, I should say with shampoo. How about that?
I'm
What?
distraught.
Wait.
Why?
Okay. Do you
If I
condition?
No, you have to condition it if you strip it of all of its natural oils.
Then how
Okay.
does? You must just feel like a doormat all the time
No, because your
on top
body.
of your hair.
I will say
You're like only emotionally.
no, no. Okay, so here's the real truth. I wash my hair more than once a month. To be clear, I was an everyday hair washer, and then I went and backpacked for a month, and it like reset all of my like oil production because you wash your hair a lot. Your hair goes, oh, I'm gonna make way more oil, and then people go, oh, my hair is so oily, I gotta wash my hair all the time now. But if you just like stop for like a period of time, your body goes, oh, I don't need to. I'm not getting attacked by detergents anymore.
Your hair does not produce oil, your scalp does. The scalp
I
is the
know.
issue. I know, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, I feel like people don't know this. People who just listen to stuff are like, oh yeah, my hair's oily. It's like, no, your hair's not oily. Your scalp is dried out, so it's overproducing oil to protect the skin. It's the same thing as the skin on the rest of your body. So you gotta give it love. You gotta keep it hydrated. You gotta be nice to it. You also have to be careful because if you leave your hair wet for a while, you can like create breeding ground for bacteria, which is how you can get dry scalp. You can also get like flaky scalp. I used to have like terrible dandruff when I was like in, I don't know, high school.
Oof,
And I just had
that's
to change.
rough.
Yeah, it is equally as much the product, the frequency, and keeping your scalp dry and nice as it's you wouldn't keep your toes wet, you know? It's like you're just creating breeding grounds for I don't know, after
My
you
toes are
shower,
Yeah,
wet
you
right now.
yeah.
know. Tell me
Uh,
more.
I usually keep my toes wet.
Please expand
uh,
on that, Sawyer.
my solution is that I just don't exercise. So,
We were talking about classical cuts earlier. The almost it's like pre Jane Austen time. There was these powdered wigs, sort of George Washington esque flops or mops that go on your hair. And if you really want to distinct yourself from the crowd, you just walk into the office or ride the train one day with a Regal Judge's mane. If somebody walks up to me with a powdered wig, I am immediately saying this person has a place of authority in my life.
Question: if you commit a crime and your public defender shows up with the powdered wig, are you more confident or less confident in their abilities?
I'm more confident. I'm saying
Yeah.
I think
this is the ghost of a lawyer from the 1800s. Like,
that's law talk for shooting the moon. That's law talk for going all in.
Committed, you know?
But the scalp is very important.
Yeah.
But like, if it requires that much attention, why do you need it?
A scalp?
And like, why do you need it?
We're arguing against the scalp, not the hair, right? I just
I
want to make sure.
say, yes, take.
Are you arguing that we should scalp ourselves?
I was about to say,
Okay,
I was like,
okay.
it's like my family was on the Western Plains, like.
Oh no! Have you tried
I'm not
scalping?
I'm not saying scalp ourselves. I'm saying that the hair needs to go directly into the skull, not
Out
the
of the
skin.
bone?
Like a Barbie.
Yes, like a Barbie.
But even she's got like a silicone, she got something.
But her bones are silicone. So what if
Right.
Barbie doesn't have skin? She's just bone, and that's why she has such even skin
no.
texture.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just
Wow.
laser your whole head, People
Laser
after
your whole
laser,
head.
just
I'm-
I mean, I think we need to keep this practical, You're not going to scalp yourself, but maybe you just commit to the bald bit,
I
And it
consider
is a
that, but
bit.
I'm blonde. It doesn't work on me, Rachel.
Being bald is a bit.
Being
If
bald
you're
is a bit.
if you're bald, you're in it for the joke.
I'm going to say that to the next bald man I see. Great bit you're doing, buddy.
Hilarious.
See if I don't get murdered.
But Rachel, you were talking
Yes.
about like lasering your entire. Can I
Yeah.
get some ugly advice from you?
Absolutely. Here's the deal. This isn't going to have anything to do with lasering, okay? I've already got the solution for you, and I know you guys are going to have things to contribute, but I'm pretty sure that this is a perfect recommendation. So now I'm hoping that our letter writer here,
Lucy, but
Lucy, I was going to call her Clarice
And-
because I'm in that sort of
she can
spirit.
be called Clarice.
Here's my thought. Ideally, Lucy is a parent or has a child and therefore has access to multiple children. When you're a kid, you don't really notice much about your hair. I mean, maybe you have a bad haircut and it bums you out. You're 6 years old, whatever. But let's say Lucy hosts a sleepover. Shave all the
Okay.
heads, collect the hair, wigs. Wigs are the solution. And oftentimes people can't afford them. That's another barrier. But if you have access to a multitude of children, ideally you're hosting a sleepover. Access to children is just the key here. And maybe if you don't have access to children, pick your close family and friends, okay? Host an event, get yourself some hair. Now, optional piece here to me is whether or not you shave your own head, because you could use your own hair to make a wig, bonus wig, and then you can also go through all the stages of length as you grow your hair out, and you're like, ooh, I'm a pixie girl. I'm rocking a bob. I'm rocking a lob. I'm rocking a lob, a long bob. I'm rocking, maybe you have a shag at some point in the middle, and then maybe you have a shaggy haircut.
It's a lot of rocks.
Yeah. You have a lot of look, the issue with hair is like the speed at which our hair grows and the length of life. That ratio is off.
It sounds a lot like you're recommending a hair farm.
Okay. Yeah.
You reap what you sow.
And
Yeah, I'm on board.
Well,
I don't see how this plan could be improved, honestly. But I mean,
we're developing an idea here, a hair farm. You can turn that into a business.
Oh my gosh. Like, what's her name from 10,000 BC?
Oh, that one.
Let's say it.
Cleopatra, Joan of Arc.
wait, was
movie-
Cleopatra 10,000 BC?
No,
Maybe.
the movie 10,000 BC. Oh, 1 million. It's 1 million BC. 1 second.
BC before comedy, right?
Before comedy, Raquel
Before bald
Welch.
people.
She had a hair farm.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, people sometimes think my name is Raquel, so I will take ownership of that. Thank
That's
you.
very good.
Yep.
And we can expand upon it. Let's think.
I think
It's like you're trying to take the Mona Lisa and expand the perimeter. I feel like it's a perfect
Okay.
painting, but
You know what? I think that is good.
every time I give advice, I'm just going to tell you guys not to edit it because I don't take criticism well. Okay, so I'm going to throw out my opinion and then we're just
That's
going
a
to be
good
just
one
silence.
as well. Don't take criticism from anybody.
Yeah.
Whether it's the children that you have that are constantly bald, hilarious. Just the funniest
What a bit!
thing.
What a bit!
My God, children are
That would
getting
be a
funnier
bit.
and funnier by the day.
Oh my
Jeez,
God.
what a goof. All right, I think we did very good, Lucy. If you have long ratty hair, do all this advice, but don't do all this advice because it's good, bad. All right, whatever. For this next question, Rachel will be giving the good advice, Sawyer will be giving the bad advice, and I will be giving the be giving the ugly advice. All right, let's get on to it. Dear results will vary. I have ADHD, so as soon as I set something down, I lose it. How can I keep better track of my essentials? Phone, keys, wallet, etc. This is from Harlem in Boston. I have this problem too, where as soon as I set something down, it goes whoo. But how can we keep our stuff on us better?
This is a great question for me because I deeply relate to this. I like a song. I like when I'm exiting the house, maybe a little chant for yourself, like I've got my phone, got my keys, I've got everything I need. You know, you get like something going on for yourself. Maybe you're like you need your headphones, you can create your own jingle pretty easily.
That's like Sesame Street for adults.
I was going to say
I'm all about it.
Reminds me of Out of the Box, if you remember that show. Where they what? Russell's a baby. Russell's not going to know Out of the Box. But
Absolutely not.
I don't either.
They would go into a cardboard box, and then there was a whole world in there, and there were two adults who would sing songs in the box.
I think I remember. I remember something being very boring, but it was. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that.
Because they had different songs. Out of the box, out of the box, you come too. And then at the end it was so long. Farewell to you, my friends.
That's like Zaboomafoo.
It is 100% in the scheduling block
it's
of
me
Zaboomafoo.
And you and Zaboomafoo. You don't know that, Rachel? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I was busy being abused. No, I was. I don't think I was a PBS kid. But did PBS have Dragon Tales? Because Dragon Tales was my jam.
Wait, what's
Dragon Tales? Dragon Tales. Come along with Dragon Tales.
I hated the siblings on Dragon Tales who were like fused.
Yeah.
That gave me such anxiety. Like, could you imagine
the purple and green dragon?
Yeah, they're like sewn together. That's so scary.
They weren't.
They're sewn in together?
No.
What sort of human centipede bullshit is this they're putting on PBS?
Did you guys do Schoolhouse Rock or
oh yeah,
like Wacko's 50 States and Capitals? I don't know. I feel like if anyone ever asks me what the capital is, I just have to go through the whole song and then I will know. It might take me 3 minutes to get there, but I know them all. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, South Carolina, Montana, and there's Denver, Colorado, north of Boise, Idaho, Texas is Austin, then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, and Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, and Washington, D.C.
It's really late in the song.
Tennessee. They have wonderful clam chowder, you know.
Oh my god.
The New Jersey, north of Jefferson, Missouri, Richmond, Virginia, South Dakota, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Augusta's up in Maine, and we've got Providence, Rhode Island, next to Dover, Delaware, Concord, New Hampshire, just a quick jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont. Hartford has Connecticut, so pretty in the fall, and Kansas has Topeka, and Minnesota has St. Paul.
It's like we're 2/3.
Where is it? Where is it?
There's Lincoln in Nebraska. In Alaska, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska.
Wow, they really made you dig there.
Just let me get through the song, and I got it.
Is this what you do every day whenever you're like looking for your phone? You have
That's
to do like
so
a whole
impressive,
30-minute
Rachel.
song.
Oh my god, I used to memorize all of this when I was so little. Like this.
That's so impressive.
See, I did that, but I did it with the pokey rap.
What's the pokey rap?
No, we can't do the pokey rap because we did the pokey rap last episode. I'm sorry.
Did you really?
Is this the through line of this show? Is the pokey
But you
rap?
could go. You could do the pokey rap. What's the Pokemon of Nebraska? Go.
The Pokemon of Nebraska is Tauros. Come on, it's got to be.
Okay.
That's just the cow.
That's just a classic Nebraska symbol as a cow.
I mean, there's not a lot going on there.
Okay.
It's like wind, plains.
But You could do the poker rap if you want. I'm sorry, I cut
We
you
want
off.
the
I'm not
pokey
doing it.
rap,
I'm not
Sawyer.
doing
No,
it.
we
No,
want it.
no.
We
The
want it.
moment has passed.
Do it. I cut you off. I'm
No.
sorry.
Do you guys want me to
No.
sing the preamble? Because that's another. No.
No.
Okay. I just want to.
Well, Sawyer, you have bad advice, and you can do whatever you want with it.
I have bad advice. Okay.
Mm.
ADHD, left-handedness, people voting when they don't even own land. These are some of the greatest problems of our society today. And the thing that we have to remember is that all of these things are not real and were invented in the early 1900s. Now, what happened in the early 1900s? A war, and then 2 big wars. Crazy.
Ooh.
But also, people stopped going to church. And that's why they started to accept devilish ideas like left-handedness or mental illness as a thing that exists. You're not forgetting your things because you have ADHD. You're forgetting your things because you're under the influence of the devil. I recommend that you have an exorcism and perhaps move into a cloister where any time that you forget something, a nun or a monk or other religious authority hits you with a ruler. If you are penitent enough, you will stop losing things. And if you keep losing things, it is because you singularly have a moral failure and are going to hell.
Can you just quickly define cloister for maybe those
Yes,
among us who?
I need that.
Yeah.
I usually
think
think of like
I think I know what it
commune
is.
or-
Yeah, but I feel like you'll have a better.
A cloister is a convent where they don't let anybody in. Typically, it's going to be nuns, I think, and they're going to be like very, very separated. We had the beginnings of a cloister in my hometown, and it was always crazy when you saw a nun walking around, even though there's like 300 nuns there. Because
they
like,
usually do they stay in the cloister? Like they don't get out?
Yeah, they have designated people who are allowed to go out, and then everybody else is like in praying
That is
all day long. But they got health benefits, so whatever.
how do you? I mean, they have health benefits from the OG.
That's true. As you
That's
know,
a really good point.
Medicine only works with faith. That's why all doctors are famously Catholic. There's not a chemical imbalance in your head. You just have invited the devil into your soul, okay?
Yeah. I had an operation once and the doctor did give the Catholic, but I don't think he was supposed to.
He did give the Catholic? The doctor did give the Catholic.
So,
the Catholic shuffle.
Because cath is short for catheter.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay.
You guys don't watch enough medical drama, okay?
Oh,
Give the Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Boo! I'm stealing that joke. That's funny.
That was a great joke.
Stealing the catheter.
I'm so sorry. I love a good pun.
That's a very interesting, like, Mission Impossible movie, like stealing the catheter of the
you gotta take his catheter
president
out.
of Iraq or something.
Without him knowing.
Well, he's gonna know.
Magic school bus. You got to put some agents inside his body.
Yeah, I want to see the Magic School Bus episode where they where they go into someone's catheter.
Ocean's 70.
Oh no. Diabetes also not real.
True.
Fair.
Yeah. I always, when I think of Magic School Bus, I always think of, according to my research. That was my favorite line from Magic School Bus.
I feel like
she was blonde and also smart.
Wasn't she a redhead? What am I mixing her up? Is it Mrs. Fritzl?
The kids.
The kid was blonde? Okay.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, I got a lot of like blondes are dumb jokes directed at me, a boy.
What?
But I think I give that energy.
Sawyer, no.
No.
Not at all. Really?
I believe
Really,
smart.
Sawyer.
You're
Look at you. You got such a big brain in
Oh
there.
my god.
Oh my
You want to
goodness.
fucking compare ACT scores? Come on.
Fight me to the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, that's all fine and dandy what they said, okay? When you are always losing your stuff, it is because they are out of your vicinity. All right, people? So when your keys are gone, you don't have your keys. When your phone is gone, you don't have your phone. It's not on your body. Keyword, body there. Keys not in your body.
Well,
on your body.
Well.
All right. So do you really need your index finger? Tell me. Tell me, Harlan, do you
Sometimes.
really need to?
Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah. Papa loves picking his nose sometimes.
Take my
Uh,
ring finger before my index finger, you know?
Oh, you'll don't worry. You won't be alone forever, Rachel.
if you, oh, so what I suggest is get rid of that sucker. It could be ring finger, thumb, it could be index, but put have your key as your finger, and your key
Hmm.
ring could be on your ring finger.
Ah, 'cause it's the ring finger. Oh.
For your phone,
Hmm.
I think you can put it on like the inside of your wrist, like a little Pit Boy, or vice versa. If you're needing like a teleprompter at any time, you can put it on your forehead.
Wait,
Have your phone. What's up?
on your
What's up?
forehead?
What's up?
On someone
What's up?
else's forehead?
True. You could have it. Hey, I don't know. Just have a person carry all your stuff.
The fix is just to be rich.
That's the
Yeah,
ugly
yeah.
advice. It's just
That's
My
the all the ugly advice is gonna come back to make more money, bro.
no, I think so. My suggestion was that we should to reassert palpable dominance, and Russell's is that you should have a surf. Like
Mm.
yes, oligarchies are cool and they never go
they're
wrong.
they're in style.
But also the technology route, if you have your wallet, you already slide your credit card down something, so put in your crack.
I yeah. I haven't had to slide my card in a long time. They're only making me
Well,
chip
that's why you
or
tap your
tap
crack.
it.
What if you like ate a bunch of pennies, and anytime you had to pay for something, you just vomited up the right amount of pennies?
But you would have to like get some sort of coin slot in your digestive system to like get out different, because you may need a quarter instead of a 50-cent coin, which is
What if
very in circulation.
you could feed like a like a thin like Ziploc bag style plastic tube that's long enough to go the distance of your entire digestive tract all the way down your mouth and out your butt, and then you could just pass the coins through for storage. And I bet you could train your muscles to like contract in a way that would like push them through maybe at a
Yeah,
I
be
got
your
certain.
own
I got
bank.
something. I got
Yeah.
something. That's called a catheter.
Hey, brr, 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 brr.
I think we helped out Harlem and Boston, and we also learned a little bit about the Union, the about the states.
You're welcome, everybody.
All right, let's get on to the next question. All right, cut. That was genuinely insanely impressive, Rachel.
Thank you. I just had to get through the song to find it.
Let's get on to the next question. All right, for this one, I will be giving the good advice, Rachel will be giving the bad advice, and Sawyer will be giving the ugly advice. Dear results will vary. February sucks. It's the Tuesday of months. How do I make February at least halfway palatable? February does suck. I'd recommend like reading at that time. I notice in winter I read a lot. Are you guys readers?
Yeah.
I am.
Do you usually read in the summer more than you read in the winter?
Oh, I love being like, I really do love being like cold and a little bit like mad and being like, I'm gonna go read some Dostoevsky with like the window open while it's 20 degrees outside. I'm gonna eat a tin of sardines and a cold black coffee.
What? Okay. That's
Okay, I'm sorry to detour, but genuinely those two together, because I'm about both of them. I love sardines and I love coffee, but I feel like you're asking to vomit if
Oh,
you put them together
and then I'm having an indoor cigar as well.
with your leather-bound books and rich mahogany.
Yes, yes,
but
quite.
like leather-bound books and rich mahogany makes me feel comfy. You got to get comfy during this season because it
It's
is
true.
shit outside. What's some good February activities?
Mm. I'm a big fan of starting a hobby somewhere January, February. Like I would lean into if you can hyperfixate on something, like if you can attach yourself to some new thing. I don't care if you only crochet January, February of the year. You got to have a thing that is a time suck, but vaguely interesting to commit a lot of energy to, and hopefully something that doesn't like go bad. And by that I mean like, yeah, if you sure you could be like a baker, you could just cook a ton in those months. You got to have a thing to do that's indoors and produces something fun. I'm a fan of like
Produces
the
something fun.
yeah, like
Yeah.
baking. Again, if you have like
Mm,
if you're a crocheter, if you like to paint, if you whatever, you got to like make a mini project. Give yourself a little project to work on that is indoors.
Keep your mind off it. Yeah.
Keep your mind, stay occupied.
But Sawyer, what's some things you like to do around that time of year? Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in a cold environment?
well, I grew up in Texas, and so
All
Texas is
right.
like people think that Texas doesn't get cold. It does get like viciously cold. It's just like not until like January, February. So that's typically when the blue northers come in. That's a cold front in Texas, and they're famous because they drop the temperature like 50 degrees in like a day, and they turn the sky blue, and they come from the north. Blue northers. February, because I grew up in a farm family, February is literally like the peak. Nothing is happening. No one is doing anything day because there's no farm work happening. We can't go outside because it's literally negative 10 degrees outside. We're in the country, so they're not like de-icing the highways on a regular cadence. What I like to do in February is like if you have extended family, if you got people who are far away, that's the time to write a letter to them. That's the time to be like a
Ooh.
postcard or something because the holidays have happened. Like we've done all of our like kind of bonding stuff, and like February, March is when people start getting real lonely because there's not another good holiday until like
Real.
the 4th of July. Like,
Are we all very single that we've forgotten Valentine's Day is in the middle of February?
I
gosh dang
wasn't
it,
gonna
Rachel, I
say
was
it.
gonna bring it up.
I wasn't
Sorry,
gonna
I'm just
say it.
wondering. You're like, there's no holidays. I'm like, Sawyer,
I'm
there's
saying the good.
one.
I'm saying the good ones. There's no good like family feasting holidays.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like a peculiarity of American culture is that we have three feast holidays, like in one 3 month segment, and then not another one until July.
Yeah, we're thickening ourselves to survive the winter, okay? We're
Thickening
plumpening.
skin.
We're you know, ready to
Now,
go in
Rachel,
hibernation. Yes?
Rachel, I'm hearing. Do we have some bad advice here?
No, it just sounds like you're besmirching the idea of food-focused holidays, Sawyer.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying that it's weird that we have them all in one part of the year rather than
Okay,
having
fine.
like a spring feast holiday and then like
Yeah.
a early summer. There is theory around holidays. Like there are different segments of holidays. And like a feast holiday is one of the categories. Valentine's Day and Easter are firmly fertility holidays.
Yeah, different
Uh,
type of feast.
eh,
Oh,
ow, 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 hung, hung, hung,
Ooga,
hung.
ooga.
Sorry, that was our regular segment.
That'll be our
Uh,
lead in.
yeah, that'll be
Oh
later.
man.
But Rachel, what can we do during February to make it not shit?
You guys have made some really good points about the fact that, like, part of what makes it so difficult, especially if you live in I guess I can't speak on Texas, but like as a Midwest girl, it just gets cold and gloomy, and I feel like the days get more monotonous. The excitement that you usually have can be hard to find because you're like not leaving your house as much, or it's literally harder to get from place A to place B, and you can't spend as much time outside. And I'm not really an adrenaline junkie, but I do think that there is a need to mix things up. And I think for a lot of folks, petty theft is the answer. And I'm not advocating for stealing cars or I'm not talking about stealing from people. I'm talking about stealing from corporations.
I'm pro corporate here, so this offends me.
Look, but corporations won't be injured by it. They have, big insurance policies, and you're not going to steal enough like from Target where they build a whole case against you. You're going to stay under that felony threshold because they'll just watch you steal and watch you steal and watch you steal. No one in Walmart is going to go, you're stealing. No one cares. The more people, the better. You want to blend in. And I'm just talking small thrills. You've been eyeing the hair product. You need that Tresemme, but you don't want to spend $8.99 on it. Oops. Is it in my
It
coat
fell in
now?
my bag.
Oh my God.
I
What
forgot to
happened?
scan it. Oops.
Yeah, do you ever just act like you have you're really, really stupid and confused when you're scanning stuff and you're like, I'm so overwhelmed scanning. Oops, did I shoot, I just put that
Oh,
on in the bagging
frick.
area and I don't think I scanned it. Oh God, I'm such a silly girl who's so stupid and overwhelmed. Oh man. And if someone says anything, you go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You really play into being helpless, is what I'm saying.
That's
If
me whenever I buy 3 heads of garlic, but I'm like, how many heads of garlic? And I press 2, and I go, ha ha ha. And then if they came to me, I'd be like, oh, man, I'm such a silly little boy. I just don't know how to count garlic.
Well, I'm a big fan of by I mean not me, but sometimes, oh my God, I grabbed organic spring onions and I charged them as regular conventionally grown. Do I have the 49 cents difference? Yeah, I do. Does it give me a little rush? It does.
I want to preface this next question by saying I am not a cop. What's the most
Yeah,
expensive thing we've stolen?
spring onions.
Uh,
Dead serious. I'm so averse to conflict and authority, so that's my limit.
I don't know the value of it, but one time in Austin, I stole a street sign that they had put down on the ground because it was so like comically big. I was with a friend and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I stole this? And then I picked it up and brought it to my apartment, and then I proceeded to panic for the next like 2 months because I was like, they know I have this. And I hid it under my couch, and it was so big. And then I waited until a rainy night, and then I took it out and I put it back in the street. 'Cause I
Did it
was
have
like,
the pole attached or just the sign?
oh, the pole was attached. It was gigantic. It was like 11 feet tall.
Yeah, you can't even prop it up, huh?
It was huge, and I was like, literally the whole joke of an inebriated Sawyer taking this was that I was like, it's so big. It's such an inconvenient thing to steal. Ha 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 ha.
That actually is funny though.
But you put it back?
Yeah, I know.
You
What
put
was I
it
gonna
back
do
in the
with
same.
it?
Was it like
No,
a stop sign in the middle of an intersection? This could have been dangerous.
no, it was like a people working kind of thing. It had been on the ground for like 2 weeks. It was like,
That's a great sign to steal.
I know. Oh, and no, I did not put it in the back of the same spot because that's where they were gonna be looking. What I did is I put it over by the drainage thing to be like, it floated down here.
Was it a people working sign or was it a men working sign? Because I love the men working
I think it
sign.
was a men working sign, and I was like,
Yeah.
I want it. I want this thing.
I
This
want
is
one of those
why
and I
I'm.
want to put it in my bedroom.
To be fair, you leave anything on Dirty Sixth in Austin that if you
Yeah.
don't nail it down, that thing is moving. That thing is
Okay.
gone.
Are you saying that they were asking for it?
These men working were asking for it.
That street sign was asking for it. Okay.
Stealing is like a wonderful way to spend your February.
Yeah.
But Sawyer, how do you like to spend your ugly February?
Hmm.
Okay, so we have talked about holidays, and I have brought up in my own time a list of holidays just on February 1st that you could be celebrating. Okay,
Okay.
this is your fault for not finding whimsy and joy in the world because you could be celebrating Car Insurance Day. You could
Ooh.
take a little time to celebrate, make a little ofrenda to your car insurance. Uh,
Ofrenda.
I'm from San Antonio. Shut up. It could be change your password day. You could say, let's all get together
Ooh.
and throw a party. Let's get really drunk and change our passwords all together, and then
And then we
forget them
don't
all.
know what our passwords are because we
Yeah.
changed them.
Conservatorship and Guardianship Abuse Awareness Day. Free Britney, am
Oh.
I right?
Yeah.
Or a very similar concept, Decorating with Candy Day. These are all just on the first day of the month, okay? Federal Territory Day. You know how much territory the feds own? They're protecting our wild spaces. And you want to know how they protect that? With G.I. Joe Day.
Guys,
What's
Yeah.
up?
Guys, it's Black History Month.
And that is where the results will vary.
We're really skipping an important month.
Results will vary. No.
Oh, and also February 1st is National Dark Chocolate Day. Okay.
On Black History Month? Are you dead serious?
And that's the results will vary.
No. Oh my god. Oh.
Thank you so much for listening.
I think we all learned something today.
We did all learn something today.
Yes.
And we really do hope you enjoyed this. But again, thank you so much for listening. We all learned something very valuable today, is that friendship is the key. That's always the key. Out of everything we learned today.
The key on your finger.
Yep.
That's always the answer. But thank you to my two co-advisors, Wade.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel. Sawyer and Rachel, where can we find you? On Instagram?
Hiding away in my apartment.
It is February, so.
Yes. I keep a really low profile, but if you want to see the 4 posts that I put up 4 years ago, you can find me on Instagram at @TheRealRachelB.
That seems to be a trend with my first guests, is that they're mainly people that I'm friends with, or I know, but they are still super funny. Rachel is extremely talented. But Sawyer, where can we find you? What's some stuff going on in your life in February?
You can follow me at Sawyer with an AWW, so that people know how to pronounce my name sometimes. Russell. If you want to support me, I have a book out. It's a parody of the Very Hungry Caterpillar called The Very Hungry Donner Party. It's a great little fun, happy story for the whole family. And you can sit around with your whole family and imagine what it would be like if you were all colonialists who had to eat each other. I illustrated it myself. I'm very proud. You can find it on Amazon. Very Hungry Donner Party. Wade, Sawyer, Wade.
That's so good. Thank you so much for watching or listening to everybody. I know there's probably only 4 people listening, which is me, my mom, Sawyer, and Rachel.
We sound so good. Hi, future Sawyer.
Hi, future Russell.
Hey, Rachel.
But I very much appreciate it.
We just want to be here before you get super popular, so we could say we were here, in the early stages and claim part of your fame. So this isn't just generosity or that we like you. We're trying to, get into the stock before the company blows up.
That means a lot. But to all the people we advised today, don't take any of this advice seriously.
That's our best advice for today.
That's the best advice for today.
I thought we were giving real advice the whole time.
Even the good advice, take it with a Mediterranean grain of salt. But if you do take any of the advice, just remember that the results will vary. Bye. Woo! This is a dramatic reading of the Pokemon rap.
Electrode, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seeking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree, Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorino, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch'd, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhyhorn, Clefable, Wigglytuff, Zubat Primate Meowth Onyx, Geodude Rapidash Magneton Snorlax, Gengar, Tangela, Goldeen Spearow, Weezing, Seal, Gyarados, Slowbro, Kabuto. No, I'm done. Okay.
I just got an erection. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Okay. No. Now it's time for the sex portion. Okay.
Oh
okay.
man.